Hey, thanks for joining my channel Product Manager's POV. Today I'm going to summarize Eric Rier's Lean Startup book in under 10 minutes. The entire premise is borrowed from Toyota's lean manufacturing principles and customized for a startup setting. This book helps a startup navigate through the abundance of uncertainties and chaos in a startup. Any startup has to go through these four stages. Each stage, of course, serves a different purpose and comprises of different activities. The foundation for a startup is laid by the founder's vision or key assumptions about a need in the market. These key assumptions are the most riskiest assumptions, which need to be tested ASAP. Strategy stage includes business plans, which is again a set of intentions on how a product serves the market or achieves its vision. Financial models or targets are also based on these assumptions. So, when put together, strategy helps ask right questions, and product is not built once and done and dusted. It is iterated multiple times until optimized. Through these iterations, startup learns by empirical evidences. When a product moves beyond optimization, it does a pulse check to either pivot its strategy or persist. The three activities learn, build, and measure are consistent across all the stages discussed just a second ago. With the goal of reducing the time taken to complete this feedback loop, startup can make its products rather quickly available. So, question yourself if startup's working style, its meetings, product releases, etc. Try to shorten these loops. Since strategy is composed of assumptions, the primary goal is to validate every element of it by experimentations. Once a learning goal or validation element is identified, build the product activity to experiment and measure the results. Collect metrics that are rather actionable, such as bounce rate rather than total visits. Furthermore, analyze your results by customer segment rather than looking at them cumulatively. This gives you deeper insights about who your customer is, what do they prefer, and why. Or in other words, adapt to survive, as such as serve a new customer segment or redo your business strategy. Ultimately, five mantras to be included in any startup's culture are that every activity needs to be treated as a product. Don't do it if it doesn't contribute to learning, and don't do it just because you can. Question if the product should be built. Cut value destroying growth, that is, growth from fundraising or paid advertisements. Switch to learnings as your progress measurements over traditional measures such as forecasts, milestones. And don't just do it because you can, because customers won't come because your product is available. Your customers are going to come to it only if there is need for it. Incremental improvements over quality and time. And finally, my take on this book is that it's an amazing book, amazing read for everybody, but except that it doesn't cover much about competition. I understand that it emphasizes the quality, the about the product, and time taken to build the product, quality of it, and if these are met, ultimately the assumption is that if a good quality product is always going to beat its competition. Maybe that is why it is not emphasized in this book, but I think that could have been touched a little bit deeper on this. The author could have gone deeper into it, but otherwise, it's a great read. It's a must read. Thank you.